Even if you were paid billions, don't be foolish enough to approach the most dangerous and terrifying bird on this planet. Welcome to the mysterious universe. Dear friend, everyone understands that birds have long been a symbol of peace and harmony, a precious gift that nature has bestowed upon humanity. Warbirds. It is so powerful and aggressive that it can kill and even devour humans. He is a notorious criminal with multiple assault records, causing severe injuries such as facial trauma, brain damage, and even death. The following names truly deserve to be at the top of the list. In the world of birds, there are some extremely dangerous species. Let's explore which ones they are and just how dangerous they can be right below. 1. Red-headed ostrich. In 2017, this bird was recognized by the Guinness World Records as the most dangerous bird on the planet. The cassowary primarily inhabits northeastern Australia, Papua New Guinea, and some nearby islands. Ranking third in size among the world's birds, they weigh between 75 to 80 kilograms and stand about 1.2 meters tall. At the same time, this giant bird has powerful legs and razor-sharp claws. Each of the southern cassowary's small toes has a sharp claw, straight and measuring 13 to 14 centimeters in length. The other two fingers also have nails about 4 to 5 centimeters long. This is truly a fearsome weapon of birds. Notably, the southern cassowary has an aggressive temperament and an incredibly strong territorial instinct. They are ready to attack any tree that encroaches on their territory. Most notably during the breeding season, the task of protecting the young is typically shouldered by the male. During this phase, they become even more vigilant, always ready to attack any threat directed at them. The cassowary can jump as high as 1.5 meters when kicking, equivalent to the chest height of an average adult. When attacking, they often raise their legs and kick straight forward in an upward motion with tremendous force. Additionally, they can suffer broken legs, fractured bones, or even fatal injuries when jumping over obstacles. Moreover, their beaks possess an incredibly powerful striking force. Each peck carries a terrifying might, like a thunderbolt from the heavens. This is truly a terrifying trait, worthy of placing the cassowary at the number 1 spot. Among the list of the most aggressive and terrifying birds today, right? Lammerseer is the name of a bird species belonging to the vulture family. The vulture is a very large-sized bird. This python has a large body, especially when fully grown. Their wingspan can reach nearly 3 meters, while their body length exceeds 1 meter. We are truly fortunate, as are many other animal species. This giant bird feeds only on carrion, particularly bones. This eating habit has formed a famously distinctive routine of the lammerseer. Specifically, when discovering a segment of an animal's long bone showing signs of having been butchered, they will hold this bone in their beak and fly up to a height of about 80 meters. Then throw it onto the flat stone floor below, aiming to shatter the bone structure, to enjoy the irresistibly rich and creamy marrow inside. However, cases of humans being attacked by lammerseers are quite rare. This type of hornet always carries a constant, lurking danger for all living creatures beneath the earth, when they repeatedly do so intentionally. Sometimes, I drop fairly heavy objects, like bones and stones, falling from dozens of meters high. Out of the blue, rumors even circulated about a man. He suffered a traumatic brain injury when a lamppost fell and hit him on the head after the lammerseer crane dropped it. Imagine one day you're leisurely driving down the road, when suddenly I saw you drop something that hit my head. How would you feel at such a height? To be honest, just the thought of it makes me too scared to even try. Most cases of owls attacking humans have been recorded. They all act that way to protect their young or their territory. In these cases, most of the victims were pedestrians. Here are the natural English translations for the given options. The great horned eagle Bubbo vizinianut currently holds the top position among its species. As stated in the criminal case file, in 2012, she alone attracted a significant number of participants. Report of being attacked by a large horned owl from a tree in the parks. Additionally, in 2015 in the U.S. state of Oregon, a large barn owl repeatedly attacked a pedestrian's head. Fortunately, the victim managed to escape right after. According to observations, this species is not only more aggressive in behavior compared to other members of its family, but also, what makes the great horned owl such a formidable predator? It is thanks to its massive body size and fearsome natural weapons. When fully grown, the great horned owl can reach a length of up to 60 centimeters. With a wingspan of over 2 meters. The talons of the great horned owl, which they commonly use to clamp down on large prey with a force of up to 500 psi. Equivalent to a bite from a big dog. Not only that, the great horned owl is similar to most other owl species. They also have a habit of targeting the face and head when fighting larger opponents. This is extremely dangerous if a person accidentally finds themselves in that situation. On the other side of the battle line is that bird, my friends. With a height that can reach up to 2.75 meters. Just 1.5 meters from the gate. The African ostrich is the largest living bird on Earth today. In reality, though the body cannot endure for long. But the African ostrich is a bird that cannot fly. When faced with danger, they tend to flee desperately to protect themselves. Like large carnivores or humans. Currently, ostriches can run at speeds of up to 72.5 kilometers per hour. Yet, once cornered with no way out, this bird suddenly became extremely dangerous. The kick of an African ostrich is also a distinctive and equally powerful attack. Like the relative mentioned above, that was a kick, with firm legs and a foot that had only 2 toes. The African ostrich's claw is as hard as stone and extremely powerful. It is capable of taking down both lions and other large carnivores. There have been recorded cases of humans being killed by attacks from this bird species. Although this case is extremely rare and most stem from the cause. The victim had intentionally provoked the ostrich earlier. Another species in the owl family is just as fearsome as the great horned owl mentioned earlier. That is the owl with striped feathers. When fully grown, this bird can reach a weight of up to 0.8 kilogram. Its wingspan is 1.1 meters, identical to other members of its species. The striped owl is the culprit behind many attacks on mountain climbers and hikers. Even a case once occurred where the striped owl was the main culprit. Contribute to someone's death. Specifically, in 2011, a streaked owl was discovered. The defendant is accused of assaulting a woman while she was intoxicated, causing multiple wounds on the head, face, and wrist. This attack, though not life-threatening, but after the victim ran into the house, she slipped and fell down the stairs, broke her neck, and passed away. Though not the direct cause, in the end, it still indirectly led to the woman's death. Therefore, it fully deserves a spot on today's list. If you ever encounter it trying to lure you in any situation, run away as fast as you can. Another member of the ostrich family also made it onto this list. That is the Australian desert ostrich, also known as the emu. Though not as large as the African ostrich, in terms of size, emu remains a true giant in the world of birds, with an average weight ranging from 40 to 50 kilogram. Although the emu bird primarily feeds on plants and small animals, but when necessary, an ostrich can still deliver powerful kicks, with the ability to pierce through the belly of large beasts, like a scrawny foot with 3 sharp claws. Cases of emu causing death are extremely rare. However, the number of people injured by the emu attack was quite high. This phenomenon mainly occurs in Hoang Da parks. Trang runs in the emu area, the zoo, with numbers reaching up to hundreds of cases each year. The white swan is one of the largest waterfowl species, native to Europe. The gentle beauty of the white swan makes one irresistibly drawn to come closer. However, they are extremely aggressive and can pose a lethal threat to humans. Most white swan attacks usually occur in the spring, during the time they built their nest. Swans will fiercely defend their nesting area if anyone comes near. They will charge at breakneck speed, with a piercing screech and fierce strikes from its wings. Especially the eye area. There have been numerous cases of swans attacking humans. A recent example, a swan became a hot topic of discussion in England. And they called him Lord. After daring to recklessly attack the people mooring their boats by the riverbank, the hot-tempered swan above was nicknamed Sir Apsor. Not afraid of any boat, whether it's one person or many. The snake attacked 8 rowers while they were training on the Cam River, located in the county of Cambridgeshire, England. Lord Apsor caused so much trouble that the Cambridge Sea Rowing Association has issued a warning about an aggressive swan, sent to members via email. This proves that no matter how attractive the appearance may be, but this bird isn't very friendly. You also need to be especially careful when approaching. Be careful so you don't get hurt. Loons are among the most ancient bird species on Earth, dating back to the earliest stage of avian evolution. They typically nest in temperate forests and the taiga forests of the northern regions in North Asia. In northern Europe, winters are bitterly cold. They fly south for a short journey to winter. They are quite large in size. The adult bird has an average length of about 75 centimeters and weighs between 1 to 2 kilogram. With a color blending black and white and a full, rounded neck. Slender as a swan, this diving bird is just like a professional diver. And an iron hand as hard as steel. It can dive up to 60 meters deep to hunt for prey. This species primarily lives in water and moves rather clumsily on land. They fly at a speed of about 120 kilometers per hour. According to reports, some unfortunate divers accidentally swam into the nesting area of these diving birds. The result was it stabbed straight into the belly with its dagger-sharp beak. Back, even the head and neck. It can be said that this is the greatest obsession for aquatic researchers. And from professional divers to beginners. Slow Eo is a member of the owl family. Primarily inhabits the Arctic region. And can withstand temperatures as low as -50 degrees Celsius. The snowy owl stands about 45 centimeters tall and has a wingspan of up to 1.5 meters. This owl species has incredibly sharp eyes. They can detect small animals. Even when hiding beneath the thick grass, they never cease to stalk their prey. They observed carefully, then used their sharp claws. Seize and tear the prey apart with your teeth. And if by any chance this owl spots you, it'll claw your face to shreds. Watch out. That sounds absolutely terrifying and horrifying, doesn't it? She may look cute, but don't mistake her for being as sweet as you think. Dear friends, there are countless dangerous and terrifying animal species in the world. Here is the English translation of the given Vietnamese text. They look really scary, don't they? Which species do you think is the most dangerous? Do you know any other species? Please leave your comment below. Also, if you liked today's video, remember to give a like to the mysterious universe. Goodbye for now, see you again soon.